Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about one of the core principles of the Baha'i Faith. This principle is known as a universal auxiliary language. The basic concept is this, that if the world is ever going to become a truly global nation, we're going to have to break down as many barriers as possible. Barriers that cause separation and misunderstanding. One of those key barriers is communication. With all of the different languages in the world, it makes it difficult for countries to work together and even more difficult for individual citizens to co-populate. Baha'is believe that a universal language should be adopted that every person in the world should learn how to speak. This language could be selected from one of the existing languages, or a new one can be created that incorporates words and aspects from many different languages. This auxiliary language would not replace the other native languages, but would act as a second language. So, not only would children grow up learning the native language of their countries, but this additional one as well. By having a common global language, it would create unity, encourage the sharing of scientific knowledge, and encourage better commerce between nations. Imagine a world where you can talk to any person anywhere around the globe. Not through a translator and not with only partial understandings of the language. Each person would be completely fluent in the same language. Distrust, frustration, and misunderstandings would be greatly diminished. The peoples of the world would work together like never before. Leading this type of global initiative will be incredibly challenging and will take time. Every nation of the world will need to be involved and on board with the final product. In the meantime, what can I do to bring this principle to life in my own life? Well, it begins with being aware of the barriers that are caused by speaking a different language than many of my neighbors. I can make every effort to reach out to these neighbors, to be patient and understanding, and to not let this communication barrier hinder my ability to have a relationship with them. I may not be able to speak the same language as somebody else, but that doesn't mean that I have to let that fact cause me to distrust or avoid them. I can still reach out with support and kindness. Knowing that these language barriers can elicit negative responses in my own mind can help me be aware and allow me to develop strategies to overcome those impulses. And in the end, how amazing is it to develop relationships with people of diverse communities and cultures, to learn more about the world and different ways of doing things. Okay, to wrap it up, there should be one auxiliary language developed and taught to everyone in the world. By sharing a common language, we would break down so many barriers and encourage unity, peace, and progress. It'll take some time before something this big can be adopted, but in the meantime, I can help by not allowing language barriers to limit the relationships that I build in my own life. I can reach out with love, support, and friendship, no matter the difference between me and my neighbor. Thank you so much for watching, and please feel free to check out some of my other videos as I continue to explore the core principles of the Baha'i Faith.